Welcome back to another episode of Fandom Has No Intelligence. And today we got a lot to talk about. You got Smoke, you're gonna have South. Deuce is out there doing whatever it is that he does that we absolutely know nothing about. So he will not be a part of this. But I guarantee you, this show will have tons of no intelligence.
Commanders really saw Martavis Bryant for 1 week and decided to trade their first round receiver to a division rival. That's Aura, folks.
Last dude, I literally went to our FK the night of the name Redskins getting retired and put up a sign that says HTTR forever. I hate the trash of Commander's name, but hating on the new ownership and wanting us to lose is all bro. You should want the burgundy and gold to win NDC.
Welcome. What's up, South? How you feeling today, man?
I'm feeling wonderful, Smokey. It's a great Friday.
Yes,
And
sir.
I know we're a little bit late, but what time were we supposed to start, Smokey?
At 5, like JD 5.
Oh, hey.
But we here now. You know what I mean? We are here now, man. I like to welcome everybody, man. Like, hey, man, South hold it down today, y'all. Hey, y'all get to enjoy us. We got two great TV faces. You hear me? We got two great TV faces up here for you. I'm gonna say it again. You hear me? So yeah, but nah, South. Hey, listen. Before we dive into it, though, Monday, man. Monday. It was something the nation got to see, bro. Like, we introduced JD5 to the world, and he did not disappoint. Just a quick little your synopsis of Monday, and then we gonna get into what we here for.
It was magnificente.
Magnificente.
You hear me?
You hear me?
It was one of those. That was one of those games Monday night where you got little kids watching who may not have. I know times are different now where people just follow their favorite players and stuff like that. But that was one of those games where kids were like, I like that number 5.
Mm-hmm.
Those uniforms don't look that bad either. I might be a Commanders fan from now on. That was one of those games where that stuff happens. It was one of those. It was one of those. I don't want to. The only thing we can kind of go back to is that 2012 RG3 run or that Saints game. It's either the Saints or the Vikings game where you can look back and be like, this is the time I was very excited for this team. And that was one of those moments that remind me of that.
Yep.
And I got to say.
Hey, man, as far as me, man, like you said, you mentioned the kids. I'm sitting here, got my little 8-year-old son. We scored a touchdown. I think we went up 14-7. And he like, Daddy, touchdown. And I'm like, son, we found our quarterback. I hear my mom upstairs. Woo! I said, hold up. That's my son. That's me. That's 3 generations right there that's coming back together to watch this team grow. And I'm not putting my man on any pedestal, but if the kids are rallying behind JD5, it's going to remind me a whole lot of the guy in Golden State, Steph Curry. You know what I mean? Of how the kids just flock to him. And he has that demeanor about him of, even kill, stuff like that. But he exceeded all expectations, man. He really did, bro. So
the word you're looking for is aura.
Aura. Yes, he has the aura. Yeah, listen, that's that. I told you, I got kids, man, where I try to stick up with their lingo, you know what I mean, with the things they say. And that's one of them, the aura. Yeah, the aura. Yeah, that's what it is, man.
He's got the aura.
Yes, sir. But yeah, man, I'm happy, man. I'm happy going into what we here for today. Week 4 preview. Week 4, Arizona Cardinals, man. Tough matchup. Very tough matchup, if you ask me. It's just something about Kyler Murray. I understand they drafted they drafted, what they consider a generational wide receiver, Marvin Harrison Jr. He had one, beast game. Other than that, it's been like, okay, he's still getting his feet wet type stuff. But
Yeah.
Kyler Murray scares me, bro. And that's going to lead into, hey, my coordinators break down. Hey, Joe Witt, what you doing? What you doing this week? You know what I mean? Like just even Monday, playing up against what people thought coming into the season was a Super Bowl contender in the Bengals, and you held them to 33. That sounds funny saying we held a team to 33, but what I saw was a lot more aggression, a lot more, paying attention to detail and stuff like that, man. So this week right here, it got to be a lot more attention to detail, pushing that pocket in, like push it in from your D tackles, Deron Payne and Johnny Newton. My D tackles, Deron Payne and Johnny Newton. That's how I'm going. I need push from those two guys. Deron Payne, Johnny Newton, and Fedarian Mathis. You see where I'm going with it, South. You see where I'm going with it. You see where I'm going with it because, man, we talk throughout the week, you know what I mean, in our spaces and stuff. And a large part of the fan base is highly upset with 93, man, John Allen. And when we go back and we watch,
They've been upset, Smoke.
yeah, like when we go back and watch the All 22, it don't make it no better. So if we're seeing certain things on the All 22, I know these coaches that's getting paid millions of dollars are seeing things way better than us. So with contain Kyler. That's my game plan. Contain him. He likes to go left to right to left. He don't like right now. I don't even really think he wants the rushing yards. He want to go left to right to left to try to continue to create downfield. We got to play sticky coverage. I listened to Pat Pete. Shout out to Craig Hoffman. I listened to Pat Pete yesterday, and he said, man, like when you have a guy like Kyler, a guy like Jayden, you got to have that mindset of covering for 5, 6, 7, 8 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Going into that game because these guys can improvise. So Forbes, you healthy. You're trending to play. What are you going to do mentally? St. Juice, hey, no more touchdowns given up. No more. Stick with these guys. Chin, you played with better effort. But, hey, I still need a little bit more, man. I'm not satisfied with this defense at all, man. I'm not, South. I am not,
Listen,
man.
I think what makes us nervous is because we haven't seen us contain any quarterback yet this year. Like even Danny Dimes, like he say what you want, he played well enough to beat us. If we're keeping it 100, like he played well enough to beat us. Obviously Baker week 1 and Joe Burrow went crazy last week. It's just Jayden was better. Jayden's better.
Jayden's better.
But yeah, I don't know, man. Like watching, obviously we all have PTSD. So like there's a few times in that game where I was like, eventually they're gonna be able to, to stop us. And like we can't stop anybody. And that's what makes me nervous because we've gotten no pass rush so far from anybody. Really, like John Baptiste had a sack last week. Good job for him. But like that came in like the fourth quarter, right? Late. It came late in the game. Before that, it was Joey B was hanging
I
out.
think not Cle was it? No, it was Fowler. I think his sack in the red zone was pivotal.
Oh yeah,
Because
they knocked him out.
they were on like the 7, 8, they were on like the 7, 8 yard line, and that pushed them a little further away from the red zone, and they made them do what? Settle for a field goal. Going into halftime, them guys was, as far as touchdown rate, they were 0 for 2 in the red zone with 2 for 2 for field goals. I'm taking that every day of the week. I'm taking that. Meanwhile, we were what 3 for 3 touchdowns in the red zone first half.
Yeah. And
so man,
I hear you about Johnny Newton, Deron Payne, Fedarian Mathis. You left a name out, and I've been off of that bandwagon since last year, last trade deadline. Check the receipts. I've been on this get him out of here train, and now it seems like more people have jumped on, and I'm just trying to figure out what's what's going on? Because he gets on, the Commanders podcast and stuff like that, and he talks, oh, you guys are gonna like the defense you see, blah blah blah. And I'm thinking, okay,
Nothing.
haven't seen nothing.
Nothing. Nothing.
I haven't
And
seen nothing.
I understand he gets double teamed, right? But it comes to a point where when you're single covered or single blocked and stuff like that, you gotta win. You gotta beat your man. And it's not enough of that. Like last week, I literally like someone posted every Johnny Newton snap. And that's why I brought him up. Because I saw this guy making tackles 8, 10, 12 yards down the field. Yeah, you don't want your D tackle making tackles like that, but that shows me effort. That shows me that, you know what, I'm going to follow this ball. You know what I mean? I'm not going to let this guy get too much further, but that's my D tackle. That's my rookie D tackle. That's showing effort. When I see John, man, oh, man, John, don't be, close your ears if you listen to this one, John. Like, it's bad effort, man. Bad effort. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to the game plan, man. Like I said, man, collapse that pocket. Don't let Kyler get outside that pocket. DBs, sticky coverage, and also Joe Witt. Mix it up a little bit. Mix it up a little zone, little man, stuff like that. Bring a little more pressure. See how Kyler is with pressure. See how he is with pressure in his face. You know what I mean? This is a 5'9", 5'10" quarterback. You know what I mean? We dealt with the fruits of that labor as far as height of a quarterback last year that just couldn't see. We know Kyler is a different beast. Kyler been around a little longer than the guy we formerly had. But no, put some pressure in his face. Make it hard for him to create a throwing lane and stuff like that. But I'm going to dive into, that boy Cliff be cooking. That boy Cliff, hey, man, game plan for Cliff, like I said 2 weeks ago, keep it simple. Hey, listen, Jayden is starting to see the field a lot more. He's keeping his eyes downfield. When the pocket breaks down, he's going to make those plays. Keep it simple. Keep the fast-paced offense up. I like the fact that we're not huddling as much in the first 3 quarters. You know what I mean? Like we getting up to the line, Jayden making his calls to the running backs, receivers, the offensive line, stuff like that. I love the fact that we implemented silent count for Cincinnati. I think we taking over the trap in Arizona. So we may still use silent count, but I liked it when Cosme looked back at Jayden to get the signal, and he flashes the hand to the center for Biades to snap that ball when he's ready. And now we moving. So Cliff, yes, just keep it simple, man. Build week after week. I look at you and Jayden should be growing every week. Cliff, you already an established play caller, but guess what? You're dealing with a rookie now. Build every week. Well, you got anything on the offense, Souf? That's all. That's my game plan. Just keep it simple.
Keep doing what you're doing, Cliff. It's working.
Mm-hmm.
I said it 2 weeks ago. Coaches outcoach themselves so often in every level of football. College, you see it. You sit down tomorrow, you're going to watch a game. Somebody's killing them. Somebody's killing the other team. Next drive, few drives later, they stopped doing what they was doing, and they scored a touchdown on that drive where old buddy was killing them. And now you're at home like, you about to mess my parlay up.
Now you messing with my money.
And what I think, Cliff, I think he doesn't outcoach himself, which is like it's nice to see because the offense flows, and then you also have the X factor, Jayden, where it's 11 on 11 ball out there. There's no, you can't, like, you don't want to spy Jayden on a 4th and 2. He probably gonna get 5 and get down and get down.
And get down. I love the slide.
Yeah, he slides. I mean, he's in his bag. He needs to continue to keep doing what he's doing. Is working.
Yeah, Cliff said yesterday in the presser, I did watch that, where someone asked him as far, I think it was an Arizona reporter, as far as the duties of being a head coach, just to being an OC, basically. And he doesn't have to manage as much. He just strictly focused on the offense. And Some of these guys, that's what they are just meant to be. A coordinator, a position coach. Everyone's not meant to be a head coach. You know what I mean?
Right.
So and I'm glad he's honest with that. Even when he said about the last touchdown, like that wasn't on me. That was on the players. You know what I mean? Like that was Jayden and McLaurin. They came together and said, you know what, this is what we about to do because he totally screwed the play call up. That's why
Yeah.
we saw Zach Ertz and McCaffrey sitting there looking at each other like, what are we supposed to do? We saw McNichols in the backfield. Shout out to McNichols.
Oh,
If you have not seen the block on that last play, go check out McNichols body slam a guy coming up in that B gap, C gap, whatever gap it was McNichols gap. He
hey
took that
man.
guy and flipped him and everything.
Hey man. He put him in that Lex Luger torture rack.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did, man.
Hey,
But yeah, man. So,
without that block, man, we're not happy this week.
yep.
Not happy this week.
Because defense couldn't stop nobody.
No,
So we know if that was a fourth down conversion, right?
it was 3rd and
You know what I
7.
mean? Like, oh, 37. Okay, so we had the chance to still go out there and push it up to 8. But at the end
Yeah,
of the day, we weren't stopping the nosebleed. You know what I mean?
no.
So I like the aggression. I like the fact that when I see my young rookie quarterback turn to the sideline and say, let's go. Let's go. He's putting confidence in these coaches that they probably didn't even have at that certain point, man. So yeah, man, game plan, defense. Hey, be aggressive. Keep Kyler in the pocket. D-backs, hey, do your job. Stick on these guys. Offense, keep it simple, Cliff. Run the ball. Hey, listen, we got a weapon back there. We got to keep these guys honest. Arizona wants to be aggressive. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. But South, I want to hear about your money players on our Commanders for Sunday. One offense, one defense. Who you
Money
got, South?
player. I feel like this is going to be a consistent thing all season, but even more so this week. I think Eckler being out is going very underrated for us. I think he's super important to what they do on offense. So I got to go B-Rob.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's probably got to get more than, I think he had like 30 yards last week, 30 some
Yeah,
yards.
16 rushes, 33 yards or something like that.
That's not good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's not good. I think he needs to have probably 65 yards, 70 yards. And then McNichols, maybe, he gets 25. And then
Yeah.
Jayden, 25, 40 to 40 yards or whatever. But I think B-Rob got to have a big game for us to keep the game balanced, because you don't want to get into like, you don't want this offense to look like last year. I don't want to say his name.
Mm-hmm.
You know
we
what
not.
You know what I'm talking
Nah,
about.
we not.
So who you got? Who you think should have
offense? Hey, I'm gonna say Zach Ertz isn't sneaky, but hey, this might be his best stat game, man. Like Zach
You think
finds
so?
like the empty voids, man. Yeah, he's finding voids in zone defenses, and especially if the Cardinals want to bring some type of pressure. I hope you bring pressures, Cardinals, because my quarterback is kind of like that against the pressure. But like Zach Ertz, man, like I think he still needs to be that safety blanket for my guy Jayden. Like I think this may be his best stat line. I'm gonna say 6 catches, probably like 70, 80 yards. And this is Zach Ertz touchdown this week. He's going back to where he just came from. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. He want to get in that end zone. He want to be able to pump his chest to those guys. And I'm pretty sure Cliff wants him to, be able to pump his chest against former teammates and former owner and things of that nature, man. So yeah, offense. I'm gonna go Zach Ertz with mine.
Okay. That he was gonna be my second one. And on defense, it's tough for me to pick on defense.
Who's the guy that bring the water in off the bench? I need him.
Man, I feel like on defense, sneaky good player, I think it's got to be Quan.
Yes, I like that.
I think it's got to be Quan. I think Quan has a good game. I don't know how exactly they're going to use him. I know this week people have been talking about we should spy Kyler with Chin. I don't like that. I don't want to spy Kyler with Chin. Chin is fast, but he's not shifty. Quan is shifty. If you want to spy somebody with Quan, I mean, for Kyler, it needs to be Quan. And I think they need to send him on more blitzes. I think Witt said they want to send Chin on blitzes. Cool, but they got to keep it. They got to keep that contained. But yeah, on defense, I feel like it's got to be Quan. I feel like he's a captain this week too, right? They just posted it. Hey, that's my guy.
Hey, you don't want to know mine, bro. You don't want to know mine.
It's gonna be Phil.
I bought the jersey last year. This is my first jersey. Last year I bought my first jersey in about, I want to say, since RG3. I bought my first jersey last year, bro. And I cannot let this guy,
This guy's on defense.
He's on defense. We talking defense. I bought the jersey last year.
I'm trying to think whose jersey you will buy on the. When did you buy the jersey? Beginning of the year.
This was after draft. E-Money Forbes. Yes, that is my, sneaky player this week. E-Money Forbes, 3 pass breakups. He won't allow 50 yards, and he's going to have about 3 or 4 tackles on the edge. That's my money player on the sneaky player on the defense, man. I'm letting you know, like, hey, Forbes, man, you got to prove these haters wrong. Like, tune out all the outside noise. Like, man, shout out to Craig Hoffman again. Pat Pete said it. You never know what these athletes are going through. It could be something in your personal life, something the way you walk in the building. You got to tune all that stuff out. You know what I mean? You here for this job. You know what I mean? You know what job you got to do, man. So E-Money, go ahead and shut the haters up, man. Hey, listen, you my money player this week on defense. E-Money Forbes. That's where I'm going with it, man.
I hope Trail's watching this because he's the number 1 Forbes fan, man. Get your money back.
Yeah, Riri said, get my money back. I know, Riri. I know, but hey, listen, I invested in my man.
I know Trail got one too. Trail got a Forbes jersey too. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know. Yep, because I saw him after week 1. He threw it on the ground, and I ain't did that. That thing nicely folded up. I'm just waiting to break it out. He have a breakout game, you'll see me live with my Forbes jersey.
You think he's going to catch a kick with one hand?
Not this week. Let the hand get healed up. But I said 3 pass breakups. I think they're going to try to attack him, and I hope that he's on Michael Wilson. Do not put him on Marvin Harrison. Put St. Juice on Marvin Harrison. Let him check Michael Wilson. Put Sanders still back in his natural position of slot nickel, and he's checking Dortch. Now we got Bob.
Let's talk about Mikey for a quick second, because he's gotten a lot of slack from this fan base, and I get it. Like, it looks terrible because first of all, he's a slot corner covering Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase is a top at least 5, top 8. I don't different in people's opinions, but top 8, top 3 to some people. People was mad about Mikey getting burnt by Jamar Chase. And I'm sitting at home like, that dude is a top elite receiver. We got a slot guy covering him. What are we mad about? We need to be mad at Joe Witt.
Yep.
Or somebody, whoever.
The only thing I could think of with that, though, with that decision to put him outside,
they trust him.
They trust him, but it's a lot of space you got to cover when you're in the nickel. And if you put him on the outside, now you're just covering the boundary for real. You know what I mean? So I think they felt more comfortable with Noah, playing the slot, having that experience, 4 or 5 year vet type guy, stuff like that. But it still ain't make no sense, man. Like, I don't know, man.
Because when they moved him back in, he was covering T.
Yep.
T was a non-factor.
He did good on T.
Yeah.
He did good on T. It was just Chase. Yeah, Chase is elite. I gotta
tell these people, man, like, playing slot corner, it's almost impossible to play zone as a slot corner in the red zone because I mean, not zone man. If you playing man as a slot, there's a good possibility you about to give up a touchdown, especially if the slot is running an out. That dude ran a, what was that, 2 weeks ago? He ran an out route.
That quick out, that was Wandale Robinson. Yep.
People were like, oh, Sanders still
he
is
was
trash.
he was already out leveraged, because it was a motion
was like, oh,
that
Mikey's
came. He
trash.
was already out leveraged. Yep.
And I'm like, do y'all know how hard it is to cover a slot on an out route? No.
They don't. They don't understand.
I know they
man.
don't.
They don't understand.
But I just had to, Mikey, we're not mad at you. Some people don't understand.
But that's where I'm
at,
man. But I'm gonna dive into sneaky players. From the ops, man, from the Cardinals, and I got one offense and one defense. My offensive guy, I don't know why I keep leaning to these type of receivers and Greg Dortch. I don't want Greg Dortch out there 8-9 catches when he's been struggling to get 3 or 4 of a game the last 2 weeks. Don't give Greg Dortch 8-9 catches. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. But he's sneaky enough to do it. He has great route running skills. This guy can play inside and outside. They got him mainly playing the inside this year, so sticking them to one spot. So yeah, like Greg Dortch, man, like people know the name, but I don't think a lot of people know what he can do on the field, the ability that he can bring to the football field. On defense, man, they like to bring pressure. I'm gonna say, is it Kazir White? I think I said his first name right. Yeah, the guy that followed Kazir White, the guy that followed the head coach from Philly, and he's been balling. He's been balling, man. And Zayden, I gotta give him that dude, Zayden Collins. That dude bigger than some lineman and playing
guy.
Middle linebacker. Yeah, like he's a big dude. I remember last year we played him. He had an impact because he had an interception and stuff like that, man. Hey, listen, like I say, I'm concerned about their linebacker group, man. Like if they tearing up our interior where we invested money at this season, it's gonna be a long day for Jayden. You know what I mean? But Jayden is finding lanes that I don't even be seeing lanes on the TV screen. And I'm like, how did he get through that? You know what I mean? So, yeah, spotlight play on offense, man, is Greg Dortch. Spotlight play on defense is Kazir White. Did you have one on offense or defense for them or not?
It's really not going to be sneaky because I said the same thing 2 weeks ago. I said Singletary against the Giants because we do that. We do that.
Yep.
This week's going to be James Conner because we can't stop. Singletary averaged like 1.1 yard a carry yesterday.
Yeah, I know. It was bad.
And I'm sitting home like, this dude was killing us last week.
They said Dallas was outrushed in the first 3 games by an average of 112 yards a game. Yeah. Outrushed. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. But let me ask you a question about Conner. Does he remind you of B-Rob, or do they remind you of like similar style backs?
I feel like Connor's a little like they're both. I get what you're saying. They're both like lunch pail type, like hard-nosed runners. Because James Conner really not too shifty. Like he's not. It's only 2 things you could run. What are you talking about? Oh, he talking about man in zone. Yeah. But yeah, James Conner's more of a lunch pail. Like he's not gonna spring like an 80-yard touchdown on you. Like he's got wheels, but not wheels that'll. Yeah. But they're both like hard-nosed running backs. But yeah, James Conner's my sneaky person. He's not even that sneaky. He's their starting running back. And on defense, Mac Wilson.
Ooh, that's Mac Wilson Sr., right? That's the guy. He got senior on the back of his jersey. Yeah. I know exactly who you talk about.
Yeah, because the last time we played him, he was on the Browns, and he had an interception.
Yeah.
You remember that game?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. When we were at home.
It was bad.
And former regime said, you know what? I want to go back to CW. Like, no. Like, what are we doing here? We in playoff contention. Like I ain't talking about nothing few years ago, man. We moving over here, man. We in a brand new season. We got JD5.
I got
We alive.
PTSD, Smoke. I have PTSD, man.
Hey man, I'm
So
trying to get over it,
he's my
bro. I'm
he's my
trying to get
sneaky
over it.
he's my sneaky player because I remember him from whenever we played him. But yeah, those two guys would be mine.
Hey man, what's the name of the show? What's the name of the show, South?
Fandom has no intelligence.
Did you see anything on your timeline this week that made you say, fandom has no intelligence? Anything you recall?
I seen some people put JD5 in a gold jacket.
JD5 MVP. Oh,
I seen some people put him in a gold jacket. I said, man,
was that our fan base? Or was it other?
Probably. It probably was. It probably was somebody. Come on, man. Who else would put him in a gold jacket? It wasn't the Bears fans.
Mm-hmm. No, I think they starting to realize. I think they starting to realize. Hey, Monday night had them dudes like
Tuesday morning. They was like, "Did we pick the wrong guy?"
Yeah, they was like, Ryan Poles, please pick up. I'm looking at a guy in Washington. We could have drafted Jayden. You could have let Caleb go to his hometown. Nah, like I said before, Caleb where he's supposed to be at, and Jayden is where he's supposed to be at. So, hey man, hey, MVP Jayden. That's what I'm hearing. Hey, top 5 quarterback already. But the one thing that like my fandom has no intelligence. I understand some people have narratives to push, and this whole Jayden better than Lamar stuff. Hey, pump your brakes. Just pump your brakes. Let my man grow. Don't put too much on him. Like, come on now. Yes, right now I could say in 3 games, Jayden is playing top 5 ball in 3 games, but it's a sample size. What are you gonna do in week 4? You know what I mean? What are you gonna do in week 5? We talking about guys that's been doing this year in and year out. Lamar ain't. He's been top 5 for what, 5, 6 seasons. How can I sit up there and say that my rookie is already better than him? You know what I mean? Fandom has no intelligence, Souf. It doesn't. It doesn't, man. So like it's Jayden. He woke the world up. He woke the world up, and from Tuesday to even this morning, you cut your TV on. It could be whatever one of these shows. Washington Commanders and Jayden Daniels. Well, it was Jayden Daniels and the Washington Commanders. Jayden Daniels and the Washington Commanders. Jayden Daniels just had a historic. Hey, listen, we saw it just like you saw it. Pump the brakes, but I don't worry about it.
Smoke, I can't even lie. I can't even lie. Tuesday, I watched every second of it.
Oh yeah. Oh, Tuesday and Wednesday, I loved it. Tuesday and Wednesday, I'm getting off work, cut the TV on. I'm like, okay, yeah, still Jayden. I like it. And like I just told my barber today, he was like, man, I just wish one thing, man, like we just kind of ease on no, embrace it. Embrace the attention. Embrace it because let's not be honest. Let's be honest. When you were talking pillars of the NFL, we are one of the pillars. I don't care what nobody say over the last 25 years. We are one of the pillars of the NFL. Embrace this moment now. Embrace it because 2-3 years down the road, I'm gonna be, hey, I told you, man, to embrace it. Nah. No, embrace it now. Wear it across your chest. I've seen so much merch as far as Commanders this week, from keychains, sunglasses, bucket hats, sweatshirts, flags on the car, brand new car. I've seen so much this week. I'm like, man, maybe we finally back, man. Maybe we're finally back. And it just took that one guy with, the system that surrounded him to bring this team back to relevancy, man. So I want fans out there. I don't care if you're a fan of the Commanders, fan of any team. Like just ease it right now. Like let Jayden go through these stuff. He got to grow through his first turnover. He's gonna have to grow through, just all these things in this game right now. Like so ease the brakes on the Jayden and Lamar comparison. Because hey, listen, I said it coming into the draft, or even when we picked them. I'm taking Jayden arm, yes, but as an overall player, I gotta go with Lamar. He done seen it 10 times more than what Jayden done seen it. We love the swag that our quarterback got, but let Lamar be great. Let Jayden be great. And if you're a Jalen Hurts fan, let him be great. Let them do their thing. But when it comes to my guy,
did you say Jalen?
He not great. He not great. He not great. Jalen, I don't know what's wrong with Jalen Hurts, man.
I know what's wrong with him. Do you want me to tell you? He's a running back. He's a running back.
Ooh, a running back or a fullback? Because I heard both.
No, he's a short yardage running back, no long speed.
Okay. Hey, Jalen, hey, I don't know what's going on with you, man, but all them turnovers right now, hey, man, I see why people are saying right now, yeah, Jayden is looking like the best quarterback in the division. But ease my brakes, man. Ease the brakes 1 week at a time with me, man. 1 week at a time. But, hey, I'm embracing all the national coverage because, Souf,
When's the last time?
Exactly. That we didn't get a Senate investigation committee trying to investigate us, or just some story coming out of the woodwork. Like that was what was on, and that's why we were, who we were. But no, this right here is good press. This is good press.
Smoke, it's not even that. It's so many times throughout these years where we would win. We would win on Sunday. So I'm excited for Monday. I'm like, I'm about to turn on the TV and they about to talk about us. No, they did not talk about us. It's how whoever we beat lost the game, not why we won the game.
Exactly. Exactly.
And it was like, I was like, what we got? I was like, what we got to do here? Like, what do we have to do to get some recognition? They won the game Sunday, and now we over here. I'm happy. I'm happy as a camper. They're talking about, how did this team lose against Washington? And they're talking about it for about 3.5 minutes for the whole day. And but now it's like Jayden. Everybody, every podcaster, every pundit, every ex-player, every whoever. They talked about him already, man. And it's nice. I can't lie. It's nice.
Yeah, man. I like that, man. But fandom has no intelligence, man. Some of these takes we see on our timeline and stuff, man, what we call it, push takes. I just keep on scrolling past it, man, because I'm like, it ain't even worth a screenshot in my phone to, to try to expose certain. Yeah, man. Like I can't do that, man. I sometimes I just gotta mute certain people. With some of the stuff I see, man. But hey, Souf, man, like we got a couple more minutes, man. Like if you had to choose one player from this whole game, I understand we went through money players. I went through sneaky players from the opposing team. If you had to choose one breakout player, who would it be? For this game only, just breaking out.
Noah Brown.
Woo! I like that. You stole my thunder. You stole my thunder.
Hey, great minds.
Hey, let me tell you who it is for me. I'm going to the other side of the ball. Jamin Davis. I need to see Jamin coming off the edge. Hey, listen. Hey, Monday night, they had Jamin dropping their coverage. They had him rushing the passer a little bit. You know what I mean? No, I want to see Jamin continue to just rush passer. Let him get comfortable with that DQ and wit. Let him get comfortable with, one thing. Don't put too much on him. Don't have him thinking he got to check this space in a certain coverage. Like, no, send him forward. I'm expecting Jamin. What if he's the spy to Kyler? And he's not on the end. What if that's the game plan? You think he's fast enough?
He ran a 4.4. But
I just want Jamin to. I like that Luke. I like that Luke Durrell. I like that Luke McCaffrey. Luke been getting open, man. Luke been finding little voids like that 30-something yard catch to get us to the one. That was a second window throw.
And Smoke, I got a Luke McCaffrey narrative. I know you heard me on, in the space.
What's remind me of the narrative? Souf, remind me of the narrative.
Hey, that white boy could ball, man.
Hey. Hey, I like that.
Hey, that's my narrative, man. And white receivers, man. They could play, man. I'm
He
tired of
can
telling
ball,
people.
man. Like I think he's settling in. Like we got to think this is what year two and a
Yeah,
half of him
playing,
playing that
playing
position.
receiver. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So the fact that on that critical fourth down early on, we had to match the score. He continued to flow through the zone of that defense
Yep.
to find another window that Jayden could throw through. And once Jayden hit him, he was like, you know what, this is my touchdown. I was mad he ain't get that touchdown.
Yeah, he
Fantasy
stepped out.
purposes, I
Yeah.
wasn't. Fantasy purposes, I wasn't because I got B-Rob. So I need to B-Rob to
See,
walk it
look at
in.
this
He
guy,
did.
man.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That's what it was, man. You know what I mean? Like yeah, but I'm happy for Luke, man. I like that one, Luke, man. I like
Yeah.
Luke, but yeah, I'm gonna go jamming. I want jamming a breakout, man. Like we got so many players on this team that have to prove certain people wrong, certain people in our own fan base wrong, man. And
Mm-hmm.
jamming is one of them. Jamming is one of them. So I'm a fan through and through, man. Like I want if you lace them up for my team, I want you to succeed, and I'm not gonna be except for John Allen. I'm not gonna. I'm just over it, bro. I'm over that guy. But like jamming, you still got some grace with me. E-money, you still got some grace with me. I'm not mad at y'all, man. Like I understand growing pains. I understand the situations you come from. But when I see a guy, JA, that just was on his way out in the offseason, if you ask me, he ain't want nothing else to do with the Commanders. But all of a sudden, he see a witty guy like Adam Peters come in. He see
He's his tune,
a
right?
strong guy. Yeah, like Dan Quinn. He loved the message. But I'm just like, hold up. That message that they relayed to you, it ain't showing on film. It ain't showing in the stat book. So, hey, John, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? But yeah, I'm gonna go jamming. Let's go over these over and unders right fast. Right fast. For passing, you think we go over or under 267?
Oh, that's a really good line. I think under. I think under
I'm a,
actually.
I like the under on that too.
Yeah.
I like the under on
think,
that.
I think
I could see like 228, but
I can
Jayden
say
is
actually
just
255.
okay.
I think 255 would be where we're at. That
Completion
267.
percentage with that. What's the completion percentage?
We're gonna
Because right
continue
now
on.
he at 80.
We're gonna
He at
continue
80
on that.
right
We're
now.
gonna continue on that trend. We're going 80.
All right, okay. So we're gonna go under. We're gonna take the under on the passing,
Yep.
267. We're gonna take the under. We're gonna take the under. What about rushing? What
For
about
who?
rushing for the team? For the team, you
Oh,
think we
over,
get more than
over,
85 yards rushing?
over, over,
Way over, way
over.
over, way over.
It's
Like
got to
like
be
you
over.
you you take the over on that 85 yards
It's got
rushing
to be
as a
over
team.
for the team. Over.
Yeah, yeah.
Jayden gonna get half
We
of it by himself.
That's what I'm saying. I think he may get 3/4 of that by himself. Like, you know what I
I'm
mean?
just.
Like, that's the type of guy he is, man.
Is that the
Like
actual line?
that, I'm just going off of what Brother Deuce, he gave us
We
the
got.
lines, and
Wait,
you
we
know what I
got to
mean.
talk.
He didn't say
That's a real
player.
line. I need to check my.
Yeah, he didn't
Oh,
say player. So I'm gonna say. You know what I mean. I think he's talking
yeah,
about for the
team.
whole offense.
Okay, team. Yeah, okay.
What about sacks? You think we get more than one sack this
Over,
week?
over, over.
Over?
Yeah,
I'm gonna take the under. I don't think
I
we
think.
gonna grasp that little dude. I
I
don't
think
think we
he.
gonna get him.
Remember, I said this. He's gonna run into at least one.
He gonna okay. All right, and
You
then
know
I'll
what
be
I
sitting
mean?
here like
I
South
think.
told me.
I think he's gonna. What Kyler's gonna do is he's gonna try to like scramble and get out the pocket, but like still be behind the line of scrimmage because he'll be looking and then realize he don't have nobody, and then he'll like slide.
Yeah, you know some of
Or he'll run
Jayden's
out of
sacks.
bounds. Because I think that's
Yeah,
a sack too. If he
yep.
loses
If you
yards
run
on
out
the
of
run.
bounds before the
Yeah.
line of scrimmage, it's considered a sack, and that's what Jayden. A couple of his sacks are running out of bounds. Right,
Okay.
it looked like at the line of scrimmage type stuff. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I think he'll
I
do
think
at least
Daryl
one.
said under. I think Daryl said under on the sacks, man. I think Daryl rocking with me, man. I just we struggle with these type of quarterbacks, man. He's little Mighty Mouse for a reason, man. And this game gonna be tough, man. This game. What about interceptions? You think we get more than one or one? You think we get one interception?
You think we throw one, or are we talking about our
No,
defense?
no. Our defense. You think we get one?
I think this is the week we get a pick.
I like that.
I think this is the week. This is tip drill time. If I had Ti in the back, actually, I could play some Ti if you want me to. But I think this is the one time where it's a pick. I mean,
yeah.
I think it got to be.
Who gets it? Bold prediction. Who gets it?
Who's gonna get the pick? You know who it's gonna be? It's gonna be somebody who. It might be Jeremy Chin.
Hey.
I think it'll be Jeremy Chin this week, man.
Mm-hmm. And it may come off of what if they throwing the ball to the backup tight end, he don't secure it, ball pops off the shoulder pads.
I think that's what
right
happens.
there in coverage.
Kyler likes to throw like some
I like
weird
that
stuff
Durrell over. Yeah, I like the over on that Durrell.
I think he'll tip it. I think Luvu or Wagner tip it in the air, and then Chin will be somewhere in the back. He gonna snag it.
Yeah, I like that, man. I like that, man. So we feeling good, right?
You think over?
I think we're going to get our interception this week. I think we're going to get it, and I think it's going to be St. Juice. I think if St. Juice is on Marvin, I think Kyler is going to
force feed it.
They saw neighbors last night, like, and I don't care what the Arizona radio, Arizona press is saying. Did they make the right decision at 4? The way neighbors looking, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm sure that goes into the psyche of the game, man. Like, I got to get my guy because right now, I think I saw it earlier. Neighbors has like 33 catches already.
Man, what?
33.
He's half their offense, Smoke. He's half. But
he has like, I want to say it's 33 catches and 50 targets or more. It's more. Yeah. It's like more than 50 targets from what I can't remember offhand. Don't correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, y'all. But I think it's 33 catches, over 50 targets, and he's leading the league right now in receiving yards. So like neighbors, man, like that dude, woo. And I just think, when I talk about the psyche, hey, Marvin, you got drafted 2 spots ahead of him. Yes, you had a game where in one quarter you had 130 yards in one quarter, 130 yards in one quarter, week 2 against the Rams. What have you done other than that in the other 11 quarters? I heard a stat today. In the other 11 quarters, he's had 68 total yards.
See, I hear you, but what I'm saying is that game plan is already established. There was a game yesterday. That game plan's already done, and they getting ready to play on Sunday. So I don't think they'll adjust it. Do I think Kyler might force it a little bit? Maybe, because that 1 week he had what was it, 1 catch for like 4 yards.
That was week 1. Yeah, week 1. Yeah.
People were like,
I think that was nerves, though. I think that was nerves.
For who? For Kyler or Marvin?
For Marvin, because he's going up to like your first road game in a hostile environment in Buffalo.
Yeah.
And the way that game flow went, before you knew it, before that first quarter was over, it was 14-0 Arizona. And I believe out of the 15 minutes in that quarter, Arizona had the ball for 13 of those minutes because of a Josh Allen fumble. You know what I mean? But it was just like the flow of that game. So I would have thought in the second half when Buffalo turned it on, that would have given Marvin more opportunity. But I watched all 22 of that, and he was coming off the line like he ain't know what to do. Now, I watched all 22 against the Rams. He knew what to do. He knew exactly where to go. You know what I mean? And then last week
I will say the Rams are a divisional opponent, so the coaches are probably more familiar with what the Rams are about to do to them. So that's all I gotta say.
Man. So let's close it out, man, with our score predictions, Souf, man. Like, I'm gonna let you go, man, with your score prediction. Then we're gonna get up out of here, man. It's been a good show.
I'm gonna go. Man, this game makes me nervous. I'm not going to lie. What I want to happen, I'm going to say what I want. 27-13, good guys.
Okay. That's your prediction.
Yeah.
27-13.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. My score prediction is based upon until someone show me that you can stop my offense.
Oh.
Until you show me you can stop my offense, I gotta go above 30, bro. Like we not selling it for 7 field goals no more. We not doing that. So my final score prediction, 34-23. Good guys. Hey man, heck of a show, South. Heck of a show. That's what it is. 34-23. Good guys. I think we're gonna be able to dictate this game. In the fourth quarter, you may be able to say, you know what? Hey sis, I know you got a sister, and you want to go get some dinner or something. This game over with. When the last time we had one of them? You know what I'm saying? I think
Never.
it's going to be a commanding victory, and they're going to make the score closer at the end than what it was on the field. So
You know what?
34-23.
Smoke. Speaking of my sister, she been talking a whole lot of yappa yap. She just been jibber jabbering. She saw the game Monday.
Uh-huh.
She texted me. She was because she jumped off the Washington bandwagon, right? She jumped off.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, I'm putting in my application for other fan bases. I said, all
Oh.
right, cool. And my dad said, all right, don't come back now. So on Monday, she watched the game and she was like, you know, she texted me on Monday. She said, you know, I might come back if they keep playing like this. And my dad was like, no, there's no more space.
No more room. No more
But yeah,
room.
so she's gonna watch this later, and yeah, that's all I got.
Hey, listen, man. I'm gonna end it with my quote, man. Like this quote has been in my email signature for about 3-4 years now. Shout out to the Blue people, my man Shots. He actually tweeted it the other day, and I woke up and I saw it. I was like, "Oh, what do you know about that, man?" Hey, man, this has been fandom has no intelligence, and this is my message. This is my quote right here to our fan base. Don't look back. You're not going that way. I'm gonna say it again. Don't look back. You're not going that way. We moving forward as an organization, as a team, as the product that we put out there on the field. We gotta move forward, y'all. Don't worry about the past. We understand the past got us to this moment. Now it's time to seize the moment. So I'm gonna land with that. Don't look back. You're not going that way. Any last words, South? That's my last word.
Next week I won't be here.
Okay.
I'll be overseas. I'm traveling.
Okay. Safe travels. Safe travels.
I might try to sneak in, like if y'all get, I might try to get service somewhere and tap in from where I'm at.
We here.
So we'll see. But yeah, I hope we get this dub this weekend so we can be on top of that division. It feels nice, man. It feels nice up there at the top. But that's all I got, man. Good show, Smoke.
Yes, sir. Great show, man. Always a pleasure, man. So, hey, man, y'all have a good one. Thank y'all for tuning in. Share this joint, man. You know what I mean? Subscribe to Red Zone in the Lab. Subscribe. You know what I mean? Me and Souf and Deuce, we bringing you this content every Friday before games, man. So, yeah, fandom has no intelligence. Don't be one of them fandom people that don't have intelligence. Bring some intelligence with your takes, y'all. That's all we ask for. Because guess what? I may have to start screenshotting. And that's what I'm going to do, man. But y'all have a blessed one. Good night, y'all. And hey, man, hail to the Commanders. Raise hell. And I'll land.
You leaving?